Here we have a SAT math problem. Okay, let's go to the question. A landscaper is designing a regular hexagonal garden. If the area of the garden will be 150 times square root of 3 square feet, what will be the perimeter in feet of the garden? Okay, first let me draw a regular hexagon. Here I have drawn a regular hexagon and let me assume A as the length of one of the sides of this hexagon. Since it's a regular hexagon, all the 6 sides will be equal in length. Then the length of this side will be A, this side will be A, this side will be A. Okay, now my aim is to get the value of this A, which represents the length of one of the sides. Then it has to be multiplied by 6 to get the perimeter. Okay, always a regular hexagon can be split up into 6 congruent equilateral triangles. Okay, let me do it. So here, let me split up this one into 6 congruent equilateral triangles. Okay, here. Okay, here I got 6 congruent equilateral triangles. Since each one is an equilateral triangle, all the 3 sides will be equal in length. Already we know the length of this side, that is A. Then the length of this side also will be A. This side also will be A. Okay, now we can get the area of one equilateral triangle using the formula. Then it has to be multiplied by 6 to get the area of this hexagon. Okay, there is a formula to get area of an equilateral triangle, that is square root of 3 over 4 times the length of the side has to be squared, that is a square. So this is the formula we have to get area of an equilateral triangle. Now this area has to be multiplied by 6 because we have 6 equilateral triangle. When I multiply it by 6, that is equal to the area of the regular hexagon. But already we have the area of the regular hexagon, that is 150 times square root of 3. So it must be equal to 150 times square root of 3. Now we have to solve for A in this equation. Okay, now let's do some simplification over here. There is 2 goes into 4 2 times and 2 goes into 6 3 times. Then I'm getting 3 times square root of 3 times A square divided by 2 equals to 150 times square root of 3. Okay, now let me get rid of this fraction 3 times square root of 3 divided by 2. For that we have to multiply both sides of this equation by the reciprocal of this fraction, that is 2 divided by 3 times square root of 3. Now let me do the same thing on the right side as well, that is 2 over 3 times square root of 3. Okay, here 3 times square root of 3, 3 times square root of 3 will cancel, then this 2 will cancel out. I am getting A square on the left side. Here square root of 3 will cancel out. 3 goes into 3 one times, 3 goes into 150 50 times. Okay, here when I multiply this 50 and 2, I am getting 100. Okay, to solve for A, we have to get of this exponent 2. So let me take square root on both sides to get of the exponent 2 over here. Then the square root and square will cancel out. Usually when we take square root on both sides of an equation, one of the square roots will cancel out, and for the other square root we have to consider positive or negative sign. Okay, here on the left side we have A, which represents the length of one of the sides of the regular hexagon. So it cannot be negative. The length of the side of polygon cannot be negative. So we don't have to consider positive or negative sign for this square root. We can consider only positive sign. Okay, then we get A equals to square root of 100 is 10. Okay, here I got the value of A, that is I got the length of one of the sides of the regular hexagon, that is 10 feet. Now to get the perimeter, what we have to do is we have to multiply the one of the sides of the regular hexagon by 6 because we have 6 sides. Okay, 6 here. Now we can plug in this 10 for A over here. Then I'm getting 6 times 10, that is equal to 60 feet. Okay, here I got the perimeter of the garden. So the perimeter of the garden is 60 feet.